The mysterious attack on Leslie Hackman, uncovering the truth behind the shadowy forces. The sorrowful funeral of legendary actor John Hackman had barely concluded before another shocking event sent ripples through the media. Leslie Hackman, John's daughter, was attacked by a stranger in her father's villa under bizarre circumstances. What was most perplexing about this attack was that it wasn't about robbery. The assailant didn't steal anything of value or target property. His sole focus was Leslie's life. This attack was not merely a random act of violence, but seemed to be part of a larger, more complex web of mystery surrounding John Hackman's death. The question arises, was this an attempt to silence Leslie, or perhaps a warning to prevent her from uncovering something even more sinister about her father's passing? In this video, we'll delve deep into the details of this shocking event, uncovering the clues that could reveal hidden motives and potential conspiracies. The unraveling of the official story. Contradictions and suspicion. John Hackman's death had initially been reported as the result of natural causes, old age compounded by illness, with Alzheimer's disease cited as a contributing factor. This seemed like a fitting conclusion to the life of a beloved Hollywood legend who had slipped into the shadows in his later years. However, as soon as these official reports surfaced, Leslie Hackman went public, challenging the medical narrative. Leslie vehemently denied that her father had Alzheimer's disease. She described him as mentally sharp, lucid, and in good health in his final days. This contradiction between the family's testimony and the medical report immediately raised doubts. Was Leslie merely defending her father's legacy, or was someone manipulating the truth to cover up a darker secret? What makes this contradiction even more suspicious is that, shortly before his death, the entire security camera system at Hackman's villa was disabled. Security cameras, often a crucial tool in verifying events, had inexplicably malfunctioned. Did someone within the family or household have access to the system when intentionally deleted footage? Was this deliberate action part of a larger cover-up? The attack on Leslie Hackman, a warning or a crime? The situation took an even darker turn when Leslie was attacked shortly after her father's funeral. The attack, which occurred in the very villa where John had passed away, was alarming not just because of its violence, but because of its strange lack of motive. The attacker did not steal any valuable items, and there was no sign of forced entry. So, why target Leslie? Leslie described the attack in chilling detail. A stranger appeared from the shadows, moving swiftly and aggressively. The assailant struck Leslie with such force that she fell to the ground. Despite her efforts to defend herself, the attacker paused for a brief moment as if reconsidering the situation. Then, remarkably, he released her and fled into the night without taking anything from the villa. This sudden withdrawal raises significant questions. Why did the attacker not kill Leslie when he had the chance? Why not steal anything if robbery was the goal? One explanation is that the attacker was not there for personal gain but rather to send a clear message to Leslie. This may have been an attempt to intimidate or threaten her, to prevent her from delving deeper into her father's mysterious death. Unusual clues. The missing security footage. Police who responded to the scene found disturbing signs of a struggle, but no conclusive evidence of the attacker's identity. There were no fingerprints, no blood, and no objects left behind. Most notably, the villa security system, which had been disabled just before the attack, raised further suspicion. Whoever was behind this attack seemed to have inside knowledge about the villa's security. If this were just a random attack, how could the assailant know that the cameras would not capture the event? Could someone in the Hackman household or close to the family have helped orchestrate this? The disabling of the cameras suggests that the person behind this knew exactly how to erase any trace of the crime. The conspiracy, a dark force at play. With the strange timing of the attack, the disabled security system, and the conflicting testimonies within the Hackman family, one theory emerges. The death of John Hackman and the subsequent attack on his daughter Leslie are not isolated events. They are part of a coordinated effort to conceal something much bigger. John Hackman was not just a famous actor, he had connections in various sectors, including politics, business, and the entertainment industry. Over the years, there were rumors that he had become involved in investigating sensitive issues that may have exposed him to dangerous individuals or organizations. Could Hackman have discovered something that threatened powerful figures? Was his death, then, not a natural event but an orchestrated one, designed to silence him? And if Leslie learned something about her father's death, could she now be in danger of being silenced too? The will, financial disputes and family tensions. Another crucial aspect of the investigation is John Hackman's will. The public learned that, shortly before his death, Hackman had made significant changes to his will, leaving a large portion of his fortune to an anonymous fund. This fund was shrouded in mystery, with no clear indication of who the beneficiary was. Hackman had previously split his assets relatively equally between his children and various charitable causes, but these changes raised suspicions. Leslie, in particular, had a contentious relationship with her father, and her anger over the changes in his will was well documented. Could someone within the family have manipulated Hackman's final wishes for their own gain? Did Leslie, who was allegedly the target of the attack, discover something about these changes that made her a threat to those involved? The unusual nature of the will's changes, coupled with Leslie's suspicious actions after her father's death, further complicates the case. She was seen entering the villa at night, leaving shortly after with some documents, and soon afterward, a fire broke out in a nearby area, with partially burned papers found that could have been important financial records. Why would Leslie act this way if she had nothing to hide? Was she trying to destroy crucial evidence or simply protect herself from being implicated in something more sinister? Conclusion: a larger conspiracy. As the investigation continues, the case grows murkier with each passing day. The attack on Leslie Hackman, combined with the contradictions in the family's testimony, the mysterious will, and the unexplained events surrounding John Hackman's death, suggests that there may be a larger conspiracy at play. Whether it is rooted in financial motives, powerful connections, or something more sinister, the truth behind these events remains elusive. Leslie's role in this story is key. Did she truly discover something about her father's death, or was she simply a pawn in a much larger game? Will the truth ever come to light, or will the secrets surrounding John Hackman's death be buried forever? The answers to these questions may never be fully revealed, but one thing is clear: the events surrounding John Hackman's death and Leslie Hackman's attack are far from over. The search for the truth will continue, and those who are trying to bury will not give up easily. As always, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe that Leslie was the target of a larger conspiracy, or is there another explanation for these strange and disturbing events? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this mysterious case.